Hello everyone, my name is Eric Frohardt with Rost Martin, and today we're going to do a basic firearms lesson. All right, the next thing we're going to talk about is the fundamentals of shooting a pistol. We're going to talk about some proven, repeatable, and reliable fundamentals. There's nothing new here. There's nothing novel about these fundamentals. You'll see these or some version of them online or elsewhere. You may see different versions of them or more complicated, more expanded versions of them. I'm trying to keep them very simple for the purposes of this lesson. The fundamentals are the same, regardless of who you're teaching or what you're teaching. So an example of that is if I'm teaching law enforcement or military operators how to shoot, or not teaching them how to shoot, but helping them get better, I'm going to teach them the exact same fundamentals as I would a new shooter. We'll just be able to go a little bit deeper on each of them. I would also encourage people to work on the fundamentals like a few at a time, meaning there's going to be a few things we talk about, whether it's our grip or our stance or our sight alignment or our sight picture, those sort of things. If you can work on them one at a time and gradually put them together, it'll be a lot easier for you to do. Just ingrain these fundamentals through perfect practice. Remember what we said, the best do the basics better. There's nothing novel here, there's nothing new, and there's nothing crazy. You may see different versions of this, but this is my version of them. To summarize the fundamentals, we're going to start with our stance, and we'll do a deep dive on each one of these in a moment. But we're going to have a stance, or how we stand when we shoot. We're going to have a grip, going to kind of build it from the ground up. We have a grip on the gun, we'll talk through that one. Then we're going to talk about our sight alignment, right? How the sights are aligned, and our sight picture, or what that sight alignment looks on target. The next one we're going to talk about is our trigger control, or our trigger press, and then our follow through. Our follow through is a combination of things we do after we shoot. Not necessarily fundamentals, but other things we're going to talk about are our recoil management, meaning how we manage the recoil of the gun. Notice I didn't say control the recoil. We talked about our follow through as a group of steps. And then in some circumstances, we're going to need to do a scan, right? To scan for additional threats if need be. And we're going to ingrain that on the range so we have that habit in the real world should we need it. And then a self-critique. And what I mean by self-critique is kind of like, imagine if you're shooting a basketball or even putting or whatever. Like sometimes you know you missed, right, in the moment without seeing the result. And just being able to self-critique, know why you missed and how to fix it. So that's some of the fundamentals, and we'll dive into each one of these more specifically in a minute.